ADHD med shortage, what you need to know and do. ADHD medication shortage, black market fears and alternatives. ADHD med shortage, what you need to know and do. The shortage of ADHD medications is a pressing issue that many individuals across Australia are currently facing. As we approach the end of the year, numerous people may discover that their local pharmacies are unable to fulfill their prescriptions for these essential drugs. This situation raises an important question. What alternatives do you have if you find yourself unable to obtain your usual medication? To understand the root of this problem, we consulted experts who shed light on the reasons behind the scarcity of ADHD medications and what steps you can take if your regular prescription cannot be filled. So, why exactly are ADHD medications in such limited supply? The answer is multifaceted and somewhat intricate. According to Professor Dave Coghill, the issue stems from a combination of factors, including a disruption in the supply chain for the raw materials sourced from the United States that are necessary for producing methylphenidate. This active ingredient is found in well-known medications like Ritalin and Concerta. Additionally, there has been a notable rise in the number of ADHD diagnoses, further straining the available supply. Professor Coghill elaborated, "This is a complex supply chain dilemma. There is no ill intent behind it. In fact, the companies responsible for manufacturing these medications are quite embarrassed by their inability to meet the demand." He emphasized that this is a global issue, and even companies operating within Australia face challenges since they do not control the production processes. Now, you might be wondering how many individuals are likely to be impacted by this shortage. While it is challenging to pinpoint an exact figure, as not everyone diagnosed with ADHD is on medication, estimates suggest that over 1 million Australians are living with this condition. Professor Coghill, who serves as the president of the Australasian ADHD Professionals Association, noted that while the percentage of those affected may seem small, under 1% of the total population, it still represents a significant number of people. If you find yourself unable to access your ADHD medication, the first thing to remember is to remain calm. The current shortage specifically pertains to methylphenidate, which means there are alternative medications that should still be available. Professor Coghill reassured patients that if their usual medication is out of stock, there are other equally effective options. He recommends reaching out to your prescriber, whether that be your psychiatrist or your child's developmental pediatrician, to discuss the situation. They should be able to assist you in finding a suitable alternative. It's crucial to communicate with your prescriber promptly. Don't let the issue linger, as individuals with ADHD often excel at procrastination, he advised. Professor Coghill expressed confidence that your prescriber will likely be able to devise a satisfactory solution for you. John Kramer, who chairs the Royal Australian College of General Practitioners ADHD, ASD, and Neurodiversity Specialist Group, echoed this sentiment. As a certified prescriber and general practitioner, he stated, "All prescribers are now aware of this issue. It would be nearly impossible not to be informed about it." He emphasized the professional responsibility of prescribers to ensure that their existing patients do not experience unnecessary delays in accessing their care, which may require them to limit the intake of new patients temporarily. But what if you are unable to secure an appointment with your usual specialist? Again, there's no need to panic. Dr. Kramer pointed out that your regular general practitioner can also provide assistance. GPs who see ADHD patients, even if they are not the ones prescribing the medication, can still be a valuable resource, he explained. If a patient or child runs out of their medication and cannot get an appointment, they can still approach their GP for support. Advocacy is one of the most vital roles that GPs play in such situations. Your GP can also contact the regulatory authority in your area to make a special request for medication. Dr. Kramer noted, if a patient is completely out of their usual medication and cannot be seen for a couple of months, the GP can present the case to the regulator, who should respond with compassion and flexibility. Now, you might be wondering whether it's advisable to taper off your dosage during this shortage. Generally speaking, this is not recommended. While Professor Coghill acknowledged that adults with ADHD have the autonomy to make their own decisions and that withdrawal symptoms are typically not harmful, He strongly advocates for continuing treatment throughout the shortage. ADHD affects more than just academic or work performance. Untreated individuals may experience heightened family tensions, while those who are treated often find these tensions alleviated, he explained. In conclusion, the current shortage of ADHD medications is a complex issue that affects many individuals. However, there are steps you can take to navigate this challenge. Have you experienced difficulties in accessing your ADHD medication? What alternatives have you found helpful? We invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. ADHD medication shortage, black market fears and alternatives. Bold warning. A severe shortage of a key ADHD medication is stirring up fears of a black market takeover that could affect hundreds of thousands of Australians. In a dramatic twist, individuals reliant on this particular treatment now face a stark choice: switch to amphetamine-based alternatives or pay an extra $200 for drugs that aren't subsidized. But here's where it gets controversial. This sudden shift not only jeopardizes treatment continuity, but also fuels debates about affordability and patient safety. For those keen to dive deeper into this unfolding crisis and explore related developments, subscribing will unlock the complete story and more exclusive insights. Subscribers enjoy unlimited access to articles on both the app and website, exclusive newsletters, engaging games and puzzles, plus a digital edition of today's paper. Sports fans aren't left out either. Supercoach Plus offers detailed stats and analyses, enhancing the reading experience. The subscription plans are designed with flexibility and value in mind. For example, you can begin with full digital access for just $4 during the first 4 weeks. After this introductory period, the cost adjusts to $32 every 4 weeks, all without any long-term lock-in contracts. If you prefer a more extended commitment, there's an option to pay $312 upfront for 12 months, after which a monthly fee of $34 applies, locking in savings while ensuring uninterrupted access to all the features. For customers who access content solely via our digital edition or mobile app, upgrading is simple. Just call 1300-MY-NEWS, 696-397 for assistance. The payment breakdown is straightforward. An initial charge of $4 covers the first 4 weeks, followed by $32 every subsequent 4-week period, making today's total just $4. This comprehensive subscription model not only keeps you informed about critical issues like the current drug shortage, but also offers an enriched digital experience. Do you think these changes are a necessary response to a failing supply system, or do they risk pushing essential healthcare into dangerous new territory? Join the conversation and share your thoughts in the comments below.